And kick off and record.
Okay, we are recording.
Sweet.
Did you want to kick off, Dara, or did you want me to?
Go for it, Leah.
Okay, good. Well, everybody, welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight at our Coach Action Training. This is our first of 3 Zoom calls. We will be doing Zoom calls on Tuesday nights for you. 5 o'clock, same time, so put it on your calendar. This group of coaches that are here tonight are very excited and have worked really, really hard to put this great program together for you. So our only ask is that since we are offering all this amazing education and training to you, that you show up and just, you know, kind of learn the business and do what we ask you to do, because they are proven methods for success. And that's what we want from you guys, is we honestly want you to be as successful as you can be in your first 30 days in the business. So I was just going to kick off and tell you, kind of give you a little perspective as you start your business, and that is that I would love for you all to get into a mindset of treating this like a business. I'm going to change this gallery view here. There we go. Okay. What I'd love for you all is to treat this like a business. And in essence, I would love for you to think about treating it like a college degree. Like so many of us went off to college. We have, you know, 1 degree or multiple degrees. Maybe we even did the corporate life. I mean, I know Dara and I both did our time as corporate mamas, right? And while that was great for that time, both of us walked away with debt. Like, we went to school and we came up with a big old load of debt. And what was my first job out of college? I was a secretary, making $14 an hour, like for a marketing department. I had, you know, a degree in marketing and public relations. I had $35,000 in debt, and I'm working for 14 bucks an hour, right? And that's how I started my career. That's how we're taught and trained and told is acceptable. That's what we do, but it doesn't have to be that way. So as you're going through this next 3 weeks, I want you to embrace the mindset of that this journey that you've embarked on is like getting a college degree. This first year is going to be hard. You're freshmen, right? You might get trash canned by your clients. You might get hazed. You might be unfriended on Facebook. It could get hard, but it's going to be worth it. And so my request of you guys is give us a year. Give us 1 year in this business. If you hate it at the end of the year, fine, it's okay. But if you are truly committed to providing a life by design and creating an income that nobody else really can have but us, I mean, other people in network marketing, if you open your mind up to the opportunities, then certainly this first year is going to pay off. And in year 2, you're going to be sophomores, and you're going to be going to some of the collegiate events, hitting Summit, and maybe even next year's, you know, the Success Club trips in the coming years. And then you become a junior, and you're starting to really hit an income. And as a senior, you're building teams, and you have this massive downline, and you graduate from Beachbody College, and you are not only debt-free, you have no financial commitments and student loans. And guess what? You're not working for $14 an hour, right? People are working for you. And you are now a mama boss of a business that you could not have any other way. So as we move forward through this, just remember that you guys all have the potential. Like, this business has no boundaries. It doesn't see, you know, 45-year-olds versus 25-year-olds. It doesn't see stay-at-home moms or corporate moms. It doesn't see it that way. This business has opportunity for everyone. So I do want to give you this quote. It's a quote that I saw today that I thought was so true. And that is that formal education will earn you a living, but self-education will make you a fortune. And so wrap your brain around that. Create the mindset. If you love the products, this is easy to stick with. I know when I started as a coach, I didn't intend to be a working coach. I literally became a coach because I was so scared that I wouldn't stay accountable to myself and my fitness and my health, that I wanted people to be coaching myself because they were really saving me. They were becoming my accountability. And so now that I've been doing this for about 16 or 17 months, I am so blessed to have this business. I'm so blessed to know Dara. I'm so grateful for Heather for not giving up on me and keep asking me to join her in this business and then teaching me what they knew, right? Like, I feel like I've been through like the fastest hardcore education on the planet in the last 15 months because I totally thrived for it. And that's the other thing, is this business can go as quickly or as slowly as you need it or want it to be. If you only have time to work this business in the cracks, 1 to 2 hours a day, work it in the cracks of your day. That's perfectly fine. That's what you're trying to achieve. If you are a stay-at-home mom and you want to give 7 hours a day to this business, then blow it up. Like, we will be here as your support network to give you the opportunities to do whatever you want to accomplish. If you're out there and you want to accomplish it, your upline coach sees that effort, they're going to go the extra mile for you. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind. So everybody can do it on their own pace. The last thing I want to leave for you is, because we all get to do it on our own pace, if for one reason or another your coach is not available, don't just get paralyzed and stop learning. Google it. YouTube it. There are so many amazing coaches out there that have all done videos on topics on anything you can imagine, like anything you can imagine. So if you can't get a hold of your coach right away, just take it upon yourself to be a businesswoman and Google it. I bet you'll find the answers. I guarantee you'll find the answers. Because why? Because that's what I did. I found some crazy, hour and 15-minute programs that was like 7 series, and I just sat down and I power watched. And then I implemented and I power watched and I implemented into my business until I gleaned every last nook of information I could off the internet. And then when I got stumped, I called Heather and Dara. I'm like, girls, I need help. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. And they would go, oh, we'll do this. And it was like so simple. So I just really encourage you to have a strong mindset. Switch your mindset to, you are a businesswoman. You are amazing in your own right. And everybody needs our help. Carl Deichler said there are 2.2 billion women and people on this planet that are obese and need our help. There is no lack of target audience. We just have to figure out who the target audience is. That's all I have. So with that, I think we were going to go on and talk. We have some other coaches here that wanted to talk. Heather, do you want to step in real quick and talk to us about what we can expect for posting?
Yeah. Can you hear me okay?
No.
You can't hear me at all?
There, I can hear you a little bit better.
Oh, maybe it's broken.
You're very far away.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to take it out.
Here, open.
Can you guys hear me now?
Better, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah? Okay. Now I can't hear you guys. Okay, yay! Okay, we figured it out. I'm sorry. All right, so let me go real quick. I'm going to be really quick with this. What to expect with posting. So I'm going to give you guys one post for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, okay? And but that doesn't mean just do one post per day, okay? I want you to continue posting about your life. If you're like stumped, just post what's in front of you. Post what you're eating. Post what you're doing. People want to know you and what you're doing and who you are. So I'm going to help you with social media algorithms and branding yourself, and be yourself, be positive, motivational, all that good stuff. So, you want to be a beacon of light for people to, be like, oh, she's healthy and fit, and I know, who to go to now, if I need help with my health and fitness, right? So, yeah. And, why it's important, because of messaging. So when you message somebody, then your post will show up in their news feed. So if they see you, they're like, oh my gosh, I really like her. She's really cool. I'm really attracted to her, because you're trying to attract your tribe. Okay? I think that's all that I wanted to add about posting. But yeah, you'll expect one post and a tidbit or a tip about posting and your Facebook profile and all that good stuff.
If I could just piggyback off of that. So if you think of your posts, if you think about getting 2 to 3 posts out a day, over the course of a week, which is 21 posts, you want out about 80% of them to just be about your life, something funny that your kids did, maybe talking about what you do on your commute to work, maybe just various things throughout your life, sharing your meal plan, sharing a healthy recipe. Maybe you go live and I show a rider going walking, he's taking his first step. So just about your life. And then you want about 20% of those to be business and fitness oriented in the beginning, until you start to build a following like Heather and Leah and myself, who we've attracted people into our market who expect those posts from us. But in the beginning, we definitely don't want to just be on nonstop Beachbody. I know in the beginning I didn't know how to post, and I was posting salesy and links. And so we're going to give you a guide every day of something like an idea. But then think about peppering in the business posts or the invite or the call to action or Beachbody or, about your challenge group. Pepper in those things, but mostly you want this to be about your brand. You want people to get a good idea of who you are and what you're about. And yes, health and fitness is one piece of you, but it's not all of you. But you also need to make sure that people know you're the go-to person. Like, you're the one that if they want to lose weight or they want to start a business or they want more options or freedom for their family, you're the go-to, right? Because they're going to find somebody. So make sure that you're not like a closet coach. Make sure you know.
Awesome.
Anything else that you guys want to add to that?
Well, I see, KT, do you have your hand raised for a question? I don't know. That's okay. She doesn't hear me. Okay.
Well, what do we have next? I mean, since I'm talking, I was just going to jump in and share a little bit about, Leah talked about treating this like a business and treating it like a college degree, and what kind of potential you can experience with this business. You guys, when I started this business, I was 2 months pregnant. I was working full time. My husband works 10 shifts, so I was coming home after a long day of work, and then eventually I had a newborn, trying to figure out the newborn thing and the mom thing, and I was here by myself. And so after I got my daughter to bed, I was working this business. I was YouTubing. I was asking questions. I was so hungry to make this work. By the time that our second baby came around, I wasn't missing milestones. I wasn't missing, having to drop my kids at daycare. I wasn't having my husband miserable in his job. That was my fire. And for you, on day one, we asked you, what is your why? What is the thing that is going to keep you going? When you know that, hands down, unequivocally, this deep fire burning inside of your belly, you know why you're doing this, you will not quit. Because you see the vision for your future. So I say every morning before I start my business, now our life is different because I didn't give up. We're 6 years into this, 6+ years into this business. I quit my job. My husband quit his job. We're living life by our terms, but it started with having a vision for what I wanted life to look like. So instead of focusing on things that weren't happening in my business, every day I focused on what my vision was, what it was that I wanted to do. And now it's about helping other women, helping other women see that there's another option out there. So when you sit down to work your business, remember what it is. Put a picture of your kids or your family or a trip or a vacation or paying off debt. Put that in front of you so you know exactly what it is that you want. So when it gets tough, because it will, you're not going to give up because you have that reminder every day looking at you in the face. I have it on my screen, on my phone. Baby just fell. I have it on my screen on my phone. I have that reminder every day in my face. So I got to get the baby.
Yeah, Dara is so spot on. I mean, we have the opportunity to have the life that we want by design. Now, is that going to happen immediately? Are you going to turn your open sign on your Beachbody business and all of a sudden make a fortune? No, just like any business, just like if you open up the doors on a dry cleaning business, just because you open the open sign doesn't mean that everybody's going to send their laundry to you. You actually have to create an understanding that people, they want to work with you. And that's what Dara and Heather were talking about, that you have to create a brand and they want people to know you. Anybody can buy a Beachbody product online, but they need you as a coach to help them get from point A to point B. That's what we're going to help you create, is this brand, this who are you as a fitness or wellness coach. Karen stepped away. Whitney stepped away. So those were my next go-to. Oh, there's Karen. Karen, are you ready?
Sorry, sync issues. I am ready, and I love everything that's been said so far, and I think that it's great. And for me, when I started off as a coach, it was new to me, right? I did a program, and then the rest of coaching was new to me, just like it is to everybody else. And just like when you're in a challenge group, what keeps you accountable with losing weight and with learning your portion control if you're doing the fix is accountability. So this is why we create these coach groups, and we do them on Facebook, because they keep you accountable and they keep you motivated, and they really help you to inspire yourselves within this group. I remember the people that I was in a group with, in my challenge group with, and then in my coaching group with, like, we're like the best of friends now. So I really want you guys to feel like you're all friends, and like this is a really big family, which is what it is to us. So within the group, like Heather said, she's going to be dropping one post for you guys every day. We're going to be doing podcasts that we're going to be dropping in 3 days a week, with the expectation that you guys watch them and really learn from them and really implement what you're learning. And then every night for myself, I'm going to be posting around either 8 or 9 p.m. my time. I'm on Eastern time, so I'll do it a little late for everybody else. I'm going to drop in basically like a graphic with a bell on it. And, we do this within our team for when we start earning Success Lab points and start helping people. But within this group, we really want you to ring the bell when you've accomplished the day's activities, basically, that we're giving, because that really gives you accountability. And, from day 1 through day 21, it really shows how much you've done and how much you've accomplished within those 21 days, and kind of days that you missed and days that you were kind of slacking, and that will reflect on your business. Every day that you post one post versus every day that you post 5 posts, it really does reflect on your business. And a little bit later in the week, we're going to be talking about inviting process and adding to your network. And so that's all going to be part of basically your daily check-in, and also like for us coaches to see how you're doing and how we can help you, but really for you to stay accountable to your goals, right? Because everybody has a why, true, but I think that everybody should also have a goal. So it really helps us set the standard for goals in our business. So look for that post from me on a nightly, evening basis, depending on your time zone, and check in daily and let us know what you're doing, what you've done, what you need help with. I'm always happy to help with any of that when I see people commenting.
Perfect. So just really to dovetail on that, as coaches, the coaches that are on here, our goal is that you succeed, right? In your first 30 days here in the business, what we want for you and the tools that we're going to give you are going to enable you to, 1, earn back the investment that you've invested in this business and in yourself, with whether it's Shakeology or All Access on Demand or a single program. Our goal is to earn that investment back to you. And then for you to hit Emerald, because that's the first rank of success in coaching. And so if we are doing our jobs and you're doing your jobs as coaches, you will hit that rank. We have a proven formula to get you there. So we would love in the first 30 days to think that we've done our job as coaches to get those 2 things accomplished. That being said, we as coaches completely recognize that we all learn at a different frequency. So some of you may really dig into these virtual upline podcasts, and others may really dig into some of the live videos or the groups. You get lost in the groups and you feel like you're just not quite getting what you need out of the groups. When you feel like one of these techniques is not working for you, do not hide like a turtle in your shell and disappear and say it didn't work, okay? Reach out to your coach and say, something's not computing. I don't understand. Because that signals to us that we need to shift and come up with a different plan for you. And we will. Like, we are committed to your success. So I hope all of you are completely committed and all in. There's no reason why we all can't be mucho, successful this month. And I just want to open it up and see, unless you have anything else, I want to open it up to Q&A and see what questions you guys might have. I can't hear you, Dara. Mute. Oh, here, I can do it.
Okay. No, that was spot on. We are one person and there's a large team. You have to communicate with us if you are struggling, or if there's an area where you want us to enhance, expand, go further into detail. So please reach out and ask. This is your business, so take that ownership. If you are struggling, please ask. But we are committed to your success. This is a team effort. We're here to. It's not just one person at the top. That's everyone gets to succeed here, which I think is super cool. So yeah, let's open it up for Q&A.
Don't be shy.
I have a question.
Go for it.
Yes. Hi, I'm Katie, guys. I've been a coach for almost, I think, a little over 3 weeks now. And what I find is I have a hard time finding that routine of getting into that day of when I know the mother, I'm pregnant and I have 2 kids, but I do the invites, I do all the things, the first, the 4 vital behaviors and everything, but I just don't feel organized in my schedule. And I just would like more of an idea of what it is that you guys do that's easier to put it in a lineup to where it would be easier for me to get my dishes done and, all the other things that I need to get done as well with going to soccer and, doing all those other things with the family. So I know I always check my phone, but it's like I always feel like I'm on my phone all the time trying to catch up on everything, which is fine, but I feel like I want to be more organized in the setup of it for my day.
What I would say, first of all, is set a schedule for yourself. So what I do at the beginning of every week on Sunday is I'm a Mac person, an Apple girl, so I have my iCal on my phone, which syncs to my Mac computer, and I open it up on my computer, and I'm like, what do I have going on this week? I have to volunteer at my daughter's kinder, and I have a dentist appointment, and my husband has this, and blah, 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 and I put all that stuff into my schedule. And when I worked full-time, that block went in there too, work, lunch, breaks, blah, blah, blah. And then I said, okay, what are my outcomes? What do I need to accomplish this week? And I put in what we call a power hour list, right? So it's adding friends, sending messages, sending your invites to your next challenge group or our coaching event, and your follow-ups. And those pieces of the power hour are super important. And there's a few others in there, but really those is what are the ones that we're going to hone in on this group. And I put the block of time where I could do that. So I woke up a little bit early. I did my workout, drank my Shakeology, and then I could send friend requests. So I got, into my groups or wherever it was, and I sent my 10 friend requests. And then on my lunch break, I was able to have a call with my coach, or I was able to get my post up. I already had it planned. And then after the kids went to bed, I was able to send messages and do my follow-up. So every day looked different according to what I had going on within my larger life. And still, so I can honor my family. The reason I did this was for my family. Yes, it took sacrifices, but I think if you can set business hours and put those things in there, I even put an alert on there so I know, boom, it's time to send my messages, or boom, it's family time, so that I can be 100% present where I am. I'm not feeling like I'm being pulled in a million directions. And when we are distracted like that, we can't give it our all, right? So I couldn't give my business my all if I was on my phone and trying to help my kids. And do I have those days? Of course. But I think learn from me on work smarter, not harder. Those are my tips.
Yeah, for sure. And get yourself a planner or a book or something that as you're going through, write people down that you're talking to. Create some sort of a legend. Maybe a star means that they're interested and you want to continue that conversation. Or maybe it's a yellow highlighter or it's a green highlighter, whatever works for you in your mind, that's easy to kind of glance at and go, oh yeah. Like for the first year of my business, I had a planner and literally I have lists of people. people who liked my post more than 5 times, people who said they wanted to go to my challenge group, but then maybe didn't go last month, so maybe this month is a better month. And I would just keep rolling that list over from month to month, and I literally worked off of pen and paper for the first 12 months of my business. So it's completely doable. But then shut the book. When it's time to go be with family, shut the book. I mean, the biggest thing that I learned was I was not setting business hours. And my first 12 years in the business, I ran like a chicken with my head cut off. Just, over here, I'm at soccer games, I'm answering people. And that worked okay for me until I nearly burnt out. And so I had to reevaluate. So, set up what works for you, and it will change. I guarantee, Katie, it's going to change in 3 months, and again in 6 months, and then at a year time, you're going to go, I'm done with pen and paper, and you're ready to move on to an electronic format, and we have those tips for you too. So, yeah.
If I may add, though, I am not a paper and pen person. I'm way too unorganized, disorganized, whatever, to have all these papers everywhere. I'm a phone person. I always had my phone. I have Evernote on my phone, so I could just update. Here's my March hot list. Here's my April hot list. So I could just search there. I could do everything on my phone. So find what works for you. Maybe you're paper and pen, or maybe you are a phone person, but
I feel like I have both, though. I feel like I have a lot of paper and I have a lot of phone. I have a lot of things where I save things on my computer and then I save it on my phone. And it's just like I want to get it. So I'm doing a lot more of the Pinterest, pinning it. But some of them don't have Pinterest, like on things that I like and interest me. So it's like I kind of have to create that. I think the Evernote definitely helps that I've noticed. So.
Sure. You'll get your groove. Maybe in the month of April, try one method. And then if you're like, that just didn't work, try a different method. And it's kind of like, eliminating the allergies, and then reintroduce something slowly so you can go, oh my God, that totally worked for me. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to get and do that. So I'm
definitely a timer person. So I definitely like the alarm idea, because that will definitely be like, okay, yep, that reminds me. Let's go ahead and do that. Because I set my alarm for everything. To pick up my son, I set it at a half hour before, so I don't forget him to pick him up at school.
If it's not in there with an alert, it's not happening in my life.
Right.
I've forgotten to take my daughter to school. It's true.
Yes. So I will probably do that with maybe like a different app for calendar wise. I've never tried the Google Calendar before because I don't have any Apple devices, so maybe I will try something in that kind of, see how that works and kind of just yes, definitely.
Great question. Do we have another question? Because Whitney did hop on. She's going to go over the expectations of what your power hour looks like, what we're going to be checking in on. But if we have questions while we're there, jump in.
Yeah.
This is Heather Williams. I do have a question. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
I'm Leia's problem child. I will confess that right now. I seem to be just bugging her a lot because I get really lost in all the different groups that are posting, and I get super confused which group is for what. And does anybody have any tips to maybe help me organize that in my mind, understand which is a priority, what do I need to be focusing on as a new coach? Yeah.
Yeah, Heather, everybody feels that way. You are so not alone. Even when I first started, it was like there's a event for this, there's a challenge group for that, there's your team page, there's, it's unfortunate that it is, it's kind of like when you start a new job, you're like, I don't understand all the department heads. You're just like, I know I've seen that person's face before, but I can't remember what you do. It's the same thing, and it will make sense. It's just just keep asking questions. You are not my problem child. You're the furthest thing from my problem child. It is my absolute pleasure to help you. So please feel free to ask questions and ask them a bazillion times until we get it. And then I swear to you, on day 30, it will just click. You'll be like, okay.
I recently learned that it takes, I used to think it was much shorter, but 66 days. I don't know if it was you that was telling me that, Leah, but it's really 66 days to instill a habit and a routine. And when I heard that last couple days, I wanted to share that with you all. It suddenly didn't feel so heavy. It's like, okay, I shouldn't be so hard on myself. It's going to take 66 days to really get in the groove and get into some sort of a habit that's going to work for me. So maybe this applies to that. It's just going to take time.
Exactly. Yeah. Don't give up on yourself. It just takes time. Remember, you're a freshman in college, sister.
That's right. That's right. I'm a
Freshman
freshman
in college. You don't even know the campus. Like, how could you know where the classrooms are?
I know. Where's the
yourself a
snack room?
Just give yourself a break, girl. It'll all be okay.
Okay. Thank you. I'm done.
Whitney.
Great. I'm sorry for my delay. It was not a plan, but oh well, my kids had fun at the circus and they were crazy. So it took me a few minutes to calm them down. But what I wanted to chat about tonight was just kind of like what to do in your power hour, kind of what to expect this week as a brand new coach, and kind of what we would encourage that you start with. So far in our training group, we've talked about personal development. When we posted that your virtual upline video, that's what we would call personal development. We encourage you to watch a video like that, read a chapter in like a business book or something that can help you move your business forward. Do something, like choose a book to stick with, but for these couple weeks, use your virtual upline as your personal development, because those are the things that help instill belief and vision, those things that we talked about in the beginning. Those are the things that give you verbiage and ideas to help push your business forward. So personal development is huge, and we do encourage that every day. What's nice is we're kind of giving it to you in these first couple weeks to kind of help you get into a groove. The second thing is to be posting to social media, and we started helping you out with that today as well. And we'll get in more into the nitty-gritty and throughout these next couple of days and next couple of weeks to kind of even teach how to post to social media. But we're definitely encouraging that you post 3 times a day, or we would say maybe 2 to 3 times a day. And if you're going to post 3 times, 2 times should be about you and your life and what you would normally post about. And then one of those posts a day should be health and fitness related. And it doesn't always have to be inviting someone to something, but what we're saying is, share your workout, share your meal, share your Shakeology, do an inspiring post or something encouraging intermixed with your own personal life. So people see that health and fitness is just a part of who you are, not that all of a sudden you're selling something, but that all of a sudden this has just become like a huge part of your life. So Heather's going to be giving you these sample posts that you can use. Some of them will be to help get people connected to your page, and some of them may be a great conversation starter that's fitness and health related. So that would be another action step for this week, besides that personal development, kind of getting your mindset, is to post and start to kind of learn how to post a little bit more. So then I'm going to add 2 more things tonight, and we will kind of teach and train a little bit on them the next couple of days. But what we're also going to encourage you to do daily when it comes to our power hour, you've heard that phrase a lot from us tonight and from your coaches. And what we say is like what you can get done in a power hour. And that would be adding to your network every day. So that means adding new Facebook friends, adding new Instagram friends, or whatever social media you're on, or talking with people in the parent pickup line at school, or the person you sit next to at the coffee shop every day, that kind of thing. Like adding to your network and getting to know people, adding friends to Facebook, that kind of thing. And we're going to kind of break it down later this week, but that should be something every day that you're figuring out, I've got to get new people added. And then sending messages. And you've heard us talk a lot about invites. A lot of it when we talk about how we build our business, it's by sending out invites and it's by sending out messages. And we are going to post a script, but I don't even want to call it a script, almost just like an example of like how a conversation can flow. I'm not sure if we're going to post that tonight or tomorrow. I'll chat with the girls when we get done, but we'll make sure you have that kind of sample script of like, okay, so now I'm starting conversations with people about health and fitness, but what do I say and how do I coach them? So we're going to kind of communicate, give you like some sample ideas, like a flow. That's like a flow chart. It's probably a better way to look at it than a script. Give you some sample ideas of like how to start conversations. And we'll talk about how to build new relationships with those new friends so that they get to know you. So you're not just talking about Beachbody right away with new friends. We don't want you to do that. We don't want to be those salespeople. What we want to do is connect to people. We're going to get to know them. We're going to get to know what they do for a living, about their family, and then see, maybe this is a good fit based on those conversations. So we're going to train a little bit on that later this week. But what we would love for you to start doing tomorrow or tonight, if you still would like to, is to start adding new friends to your network. See if you can add 5 new people to your Facebook page tonight before you go to bed. And go ahead and start sending out those invites. Think in your mind, when is my first challenge group going to start? We're going to talk about that too. Don't want to jump again too much. But I'm going to run my own challenge group in May. So I have something that I can invite people to. And that's why a lot of times we call them invites, because we're either inviting them to a challenge group or we're then inviting them to coach alongside us. And it's never, ever too early to invite coaches. I'm going to throw that in there as a side tip. Because in the beginning, I remember Dara kept asking me, why aren't you inviting to coaching? And I'm like, because I don't know what I'm doing. And she was like, who cares? Like, nobody knows what they're doing. We just learn as we go. And I wish I would have caught on to that in the beginning, because you just kind of coach alongside each other. So it doesn't matter that they're under you. As you guys can see in this training, we're a team of coaches that help each other. So if you know someone, my 2-year-old's sitting here, she's supposed to be in her bed and dumped water everywhere. If you know someone that you think would make a great coach, go ahead and ask them. Say, hey, I'm starting this training. Do you want to jump in and do this alongside me? Let's learn together. So that's what we mean when we say messages and invites. Inviting to coaching, inviting to a challenge group. It's never too early to get that out there. And we'll give you a lot of tools and processes and things like that to kind of help you feel more confident this week. But those, I guess, are some of the expectations that we would encourage you to have for yourself. It's not just what we're asking. This is what these basic things that you do that build your business. So we'll keep talking about them. You'll hear that word power hour a whole lot. That's kind of what that breaks down to. So that would be kind of what we start with tonight and tomorrow. Did I catch all of it?
Yeah, for sure.
There we go.
I wanted to add one thing and piggyback on that. And that I'm sure some of you are probably asking, so why are we adding new people to the network? Because us as coaches know that the people who you have in your Facebook network right now are what we call your warm market. Those are the individuals that know you and love you and trust you. But eventually, in the first 3 months or so, you're going to talk to your entire warm market, right? You're going to understand, get a quick feeling for who needs your help and who doesn't really need your help. So we're actually pre-funking your next warm market by saying you need to be adding people today, because that cold market today becomes your warm market as you start implementing the posts that Heather are going to give you, because as you add people to your network, then you're warming them up. It's about a 60-day process. People, just like Heather said, it's 66 days, right? It's about a 60-day process for a brand new person who comes into your network to see your posts and really realize who you are and what you stand for. So that's why we're saying add 5 new people a night. Add whatever you're comfortable with. But start to warm up a new market for yourself so that when you get through the first 60 days and you've really truly finished your first or maybe even second challenge group, you're already in a place to have new people to invite to the next one. Yeah. Any questions? We're here for you guys. Any questions? Cool.
Hey, I'm gonna add one thing. Hey,
Yeah,
ladies. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So from being a coach and being a challenger, my only advice is to be active, interact. I mean, the more that you are interacting in this thing we have going, I'm lost for words. Once you can interact and show that you're working and do what we're asking you to do, the more successful you're going to be. Just like in a challenger, the more that you post and show up every day, the more you're going to be successful in the long run. So be a sponge, absorb everything that we're telling y'all. Some things are going to work for you, some things aren't going to work for you, but it's a matter of trying and then just showing up. And that's it. I mean, this is an awesome opportunity, and it's exciting that we're doing these groups for you and giving y'all all the information that we can. Because this team is like a superstar team. So we have like the best of the best trainings and the best advice to set y'all up to be those successful coaches, you know, that y'all can be the top of the business too later on. So just absorb and learn and just interact. And that's it.
Absolutely. Yeah, with Dara, I mean, I know she's not on right now, but, you know, Dara's, I think 3 or 4-time elite team. So we all are effectively, as part of her downline, on an elite team. That's special. There's not a ton of elite teams out there. So just being part of something that special gives you opportunities that other body coaches onboarding don't have. I know, like, when I first started, you know, Heather and I, we didn't have this, right? We just sort of watched videos and figured it out. So so it's really a treat for you guys to be on board in such a organized and educated fashion. So very cool. And we're very happy to be here. I mean, we love sharing everything that we have and know for you guys.
Leah, this is Heather again, and you're going to, are you going to be having a call at 5 o'clock every Tuesday?
Correct. 5 o'clock on
6,
Tuesdays.
Yeah, 5 o'clock. Okay.
Yeah, so this is the first of 3 calls. I mean,
Okay.
we possibly could do a 4th call if the group wants us to, but for sure this Tuesday plus 2 more.
Okay.
Maybe 3. Maybe we'll do a wrap up. I'm sure the ladies wouldn't mind. Any other questions? You guys look so happy. Smile.
I have a question.
Yeah.
These videos, if I'm not able to get on when you guys go live on Tuesdays, are they going to be available for after?
The live feeds or this like the Zoom calls?
The feed that we're doing right now.
Yeah, so this Zoom call is being recorded, and then I'll upload it to YouTube for you guys, and then I'll post it in the group.
Okay.
Yeah, and then all the live calls that happen throughout the week, where, you know, one of us coaches will pick a topic and we'll go live. Those are automatically left in the group as well.
So Leah, you have a YouTube channel that you're saving a lot of these videos to?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh.
And I'll post them in the group for you.
Okay.
Yes.
That'd be great.
Yeah, for sure. And then Heather, I'll also post it in our chat feed too. So that it's there.
I'm also technologically behind the scenes or behind the times a little bit, so I'm catching up.
We're gonna rev you up, girlfriend.
And this is really cool because just think, there's going to be people that are just starting to be coaches right now, like myself. Somebody mentioned just 3 weeks ago, you never know, in a year or two, one of us may be leading a group just like this.
You will be just like this. There's no doubt in my mind.
That would be so cool.
Way cool. That's right. Any other questions? You guys, thank you so much for taking your time out of your evening to come and hang out with us. We love this. We're very passionate, and so it makes us happy to be here. So thanks so much, and go start your friend requests and have a super week. Really be successful.
Thank you for your time, everyone.
All right, guys. See ya.